A lot of men get scared when a woman begins to distance herself. Maybe she is messaging less, taking a long time to answer, or she appears less caring when you are together, and you wonder, what changed all of a sudden? It is confusing, especially when things were going so well, but the truth is, when a woman distances herself, it does not always mean she has lost interest. Sometimes it is about feelings, sometimes it is about the right moment, and sometimes it is about her more than it is about you. How you deal with her moving away can decide if the connection lasts or breaks. I am Courtney Ryan, and today I will talk you through the real reasons why women move away from a woman's viewpoint and exactly how to respond in a way that increases attraction, respect, and understanding instead of ruining it. The first reason why she might be distancing herself is that she is losing emotional security. This is one of the biggest but least talked about reasons why women pull back. Emotional security means she feels she can be herself with you, that she can say things, be honest, and not be punished or judged by you for it. When that feeling of safety begins to disappear, even just a little, women naturally retreat. Sometimes this happens because a man reacts too strongly. Maybe he takes things too personally, he becomes very defensive, or uses teasing when she tries to talk honestly. Other times it is subtle. He becomes less steady. Maybe he starts canceling plans, or his tone starts to shift. To men, these things might seem very small, but to women, they can feel like unreliability, like she cannot really guess how you will respond or whether it is safe for her to be open with you. So, how should you respond in this situation? Do not chase her, just bring back that calm, steady nature that she can count on. If you made an error, own it simply. You can say something like, I realize I have been a little distant lately. I did not mean to make you feel unsure. That is all you need to say. You would be surprised how effective that simple acceptance can be. Attraction fades when that emotional safety disappears, but it grows when a woman feels steady when she is with you. Second, she is testing the connection, not you. A lot of men misunderstand this point, so let us make it clear. When I say she is testing you, I do not mean it in a mean or manipulative way. Most women do not even know they are doing it. It is kind of unconscious. It is not a game. It is just like collecting emotional information. Women naturally want to feel sure about the person they are dating. And sometimes when things start feeling very intense emotionally, she will unconsciously move away a bit to see how you deal with that space. She is not thinking, let me mess with him or let me trick him. She is thinking, can I trust this person to stay calm if I am not always available or if things start to change a little? If you panic, send too many texts, or start demanding she reassure you, it shows her that your stability depends only on her replies. But if you remain patient, calm, and continue just living your life, she will see that you are secure, and that is what makes her want to move back toward you. So, how to respond in this situation? Stay interested, but do not be overbearing. If she starts messaging you a little less, do not match her distance in a way that is passively aggressive, but simply keep your peace. You can send something light or kind sometimes, but do not force connection. True emotional strength is quiet. You do not need to prove anything. Just show her through what you do that you are confident, even if the energy changes. Third, she is overwhelmed or emotionally flooded. Sometimes when things are going very well, that is actually what can cause her to move away a bit. Maybe you have been spending a lot of time together, getting close very fast, or the connection is extremely strong. That kind of high feeling can be so exciting, but it can also be too much emotionally, especially if she has been hurt before or has not fully dealt with a past relationship. For some women, too much too fast can cause a little fear, which makes sense. It is not that she does not like you, it is just that she feels herself becoming attached, and that can make her feel a little out of control. The way to respond in this situation is to offer the gift of a little space. You do not need to say, take all the time you need in a dramatic way. Just naturally lessen the pressure. Do not flood her with messages asking how she is or asking if something is wrong. Instead, just be a calming presence. You do not want to add to the emotional noise. That patience will show emotional intelligence, and that is something women truly value, but rarely find. Now, I also want to mention, I think this is important, whether or not you want to be with someone who feels this way is totally up to you. You could also decide to walk away yourself, and that is okay too. So I want to make sure you know there is more than one right way to deal with this situation. I think this is very complex, and it will really depend on you and your situation, and finally your limits and what you are okay with as a person. If you do not want to be with someone who is unsure about you or who is pulling away, then that is totally fine. So again, I just want to repeat, it is completely your choice. And we have to remember that there is a special way to look at every situation like this, especially when we are talking about human behavior and relationships. Fourth, she is confused about her feelings. Sometimes a woman moves away because she might be truly confused, not about you as a person, but about where she is at mentally or emotionally. Maybe she has been single for a long time and did not expect to like you this much. Maybe she just ended a relationship and thought she was ready, but realizes that maybe she is not, or maybe she is caught between what she thinks she should want and what she is actually feeling. A lot of the time, women think a lot about their feelings. They examine and question what they feel more than men often understand. So when she takes space, she is trying to sort through her own feelings without outside influence. I think one of the worst things you can do in this situation is push her to make a decision or give her an ultimatum. The reality is you just should not have to do that anyway. That will only push her further away. So instead, I would suggest keeping your communication open, but light, something as simple as, I really enjoy spending time with you, but I respect that you might need to figure out what you want. That kind of reply shows maturity and security, and that is when she will start remembering why she liked you in the first place. It might clear up her confusion. Or again, as I said in the last point, you can decide that walking away is what is best for you in this situation too. If you do not want to continue something with someone who is confused about where they stand with you, that is okay too. I want to make sure that you understand that. Fifth, you changed the way things were too quickly. Early on, most relationships have a natural mix of fun, mystery, and emotional ease. But sometimes things start moving a little too fast. Maybe you go from joking around to always having serious talks about the relationship, or from casual fun dates to spending every single second of every day together very quickly. That kind of intensity can make things feel heavy before they have even had a chance to grow naturally. When the energy changes from easy to expecting something, it can make a woman feel a little trapped, even if she really likes you. So how to respond in this situation? Do not panic or withdraw completely. Instead, just adjust the energy. Bring back some of that lightness. Plan a fun date, do something unexpected, or just tease her like you did at the start. I think it is important to remember that you cannot force a connection by being too intense. You build it by keeping things balanced, fun but still important, confident but not controlling. Sixth, she has lost respect or attraction. I think this is the hardest one for many men to hear, but it is also one of the more helpful ones once you understand it. When attraction fades, it is usually not about looks, it is about your presence. Women are drawn to how a man makes them feel. If you start looking for her approval, acting unsure, or stopping your own life goals just to win her over, she's going to start to move away. Sometimes this happens slowly, like when you start canceling your plans to fit hers, or you stop having your own opinion and just go along with everything to avoid arguments. She might not stop liking you as a person, but she might stop feeling that strong connection. So, how to respond in this situation? Do not beg, chase, or try to win her back. That only proves her loss of attraction. Instead, you want to put your attention back on yourself, your goals, your health, your confidence. Start doing the things that made you magnetic at the beginning. What made her like you initially? You were probably truly yourself. You had your own world, your own life, your own things that you enjoyed, and you cannot just stop that for a woman. Women can sense when a man is centered in himself again. And even if it does not win her back, it will prepare you for a stronger connection with the next person later on and help you get back to being yourself again. 7th, she has emotionally checked out. Finally, sometimes she is moving away because she has already left emotionally. She might not know how to end it directly, so she slowly disconnects. Less talking, fewer plans, less warmth. It is not that she is trying to hurt you, it is that she is avoiding the awkwardness of the final talk. But silence is still an answer. And how to respond in this situation is to respect what her distance is telling you. You do not need to chase her for an explanation. You need to protect your own peace. If she is done, walking away with composure and self-respect says more about your character than any message you could possibly send her. And strangely, that quiet confidence is what most women end up remembering long after it is over. So, to summarize this video, when a woman moves away, your response can decide whether the connection breaks or gets stronger. Again, sometimes we have to allow for complexity. Most men either chase her in a panic or shut down in their pride. But the real strength is somewhere in the middle, staying steady, calm, and emotionally aware. When you can handle a woman's distance with calm confidence instead of fear or anger, you communicate something that few men ever do. I want you, but I do not need you to feel complete. So guys, that is all I have for this one. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to know when I release new material. I would love to hear from you guys below. Have you ever gone through anything I talked about in today's video? If you have ever gone through anything else on this topic, I would love to hear from you guys below as well and share your own experiences if you are willing to share as usual. If you have not already, also be sure to follow me on Instagram. I love connecting with all of you guys there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.